Hello everybody and welcome, I'm Walla and tonight I'm going to be playing some Factorio with herd members. Now as usual I will be recording this live stream and I'll be uploading on my YouTube channel sometime after the stream is ended, so of course if you are watching this at a later time, do be sure to like and subscribe if you do enjoy what you see. Hello Ramses, hello Nubis, hello Ragnar, hello to anyone else lurking away. How are you all doing? Crackles? Is it crackling? Is the mic crackling? I don't hear it crackling. Oh yes I do. How's that? There we go. No, it's fine. I need to know if the mic is doing whatever stupid thing it's doing. You need to tell me. That's fine. That's what it's there for. Guten Tag, Ramses. I don't think Ramses wants to say hello back. How rude. My feelings are hurt. I'm just there being so nice. I even spoke in Estonian as well, but nope. Right, let's get Factorio loaded up. Don't think the Latvians want the Germans back. Maybe they don't. Oh, why? Better Twitch TV, when you click on someone's name, it comes up with all sorts of options, like banning and timing out for a certain amount of time, unfriending.
Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
No.
Okay.
My name's not now. It's Walla. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you perfectly loud and clear. Actually, you're a bit quiet.
I'm always quiet.
Oh,
I don't know what to change.
Start shouting. Don't shout.
Yeah, I'm not going to shout.
I increased you to 150% and there's still no volume difference.
I honestly have no idea what's going on.
We're playing Factorio. Diddlex, thank you for hosting the herd. Greatly appreciated. This death counter lies. This death counter lies.
Okay, what needs to be done?
It says I've been run over by trains twice. What needs to be done? Have a look at the main bus and tell me what needs to be done.
More copper.
More copper, more iron. We have no iron, no copper coming in apart from small amounts. And our outposts are actually running out.
Okay.
Bringing less and less in. Yeah, we need at least 2 iron outpost bases and 2 copper up and running. The good news is, though, one of my little projects works. Where am I? Why am I up here? Why am I up here? Does anyone know the answer to that question?
Well, there's 2 iron patches relatively close by. 2 iron outpost alpha. East.
Yes, that's the one I've been talking about for a while now. Having a massive furnace site in the middle. You get me?
Sounds good.
I know. I invented it.
Also, I'm sure you're already aware of that, so I'm not going to say it again.
Aware of what?
The construction robots near Iron Outpost Bravo.
Construction robots near Iron Outpost Bravo.
Or the lack of them.
I don't understand. Oh, yes, that's because...
Yeah, I know why. You disconnected them from the main thingamajig.
Yes. Yes, I did. That's a work in progress. Actually, it's not. It's not a work in progress. It's done. It should now be working. My back is killing me. That's why I'm trying to take paracetamol and haven't done.
If there aren't any construction robots on site.
Yes. There will be. Basically... Right, so the way it's going to work from now on, the system is in place, it's just the base can't cope with it. Is the way it'll work, that base will send a signal to the train station saying, I need construction robots. it will then go there when it has the construction robots to drop them off, and it'll drop off the amount it needs.
Okay.
The base has no iron or copper, so nothing is getting made, so it's not fulfilling... It's not getting the items it needs. So that's why nothing's getting done. That's coal. I ran up to the coal base. I didn't want to run up to the coal base. But I've only got it set up for one base at the moment. So I need to slowly convert the other bases. But basically the way I want it to work, I mean the bases nearby I probably could stay on the old system, but the way I want it to work is that all bases will have their own networks to look after themselves. And they'll request tools to build and repair when it needs to build and repair.
Sounds good.
So, you know, it'll have a supply of gun turrets, for example. Have you just asked for ammo?
Yeah.
Do you need all that ammo? Use the uranium stuff.
I'm thinking of going to clean out the alien bases to the east.
Use the uranium ammo.
Even for turrets.
Well, it's just... Well, yeah. Well, okay, it's up to you. It's up to you.
For weapons, yeah. For weapons, I use uranium.
Well, yeah, I mean, turrets won't matter either, because obviously I wouldn't put it for the base defense, but for clearing out enemies, then yeah, go for it.
Fair enough. I need to dig a bit more, because the uranium armor does deplete quite quickly.
Does it? I haven't used it.
I think it does deplete more quickly than the red.
Did I just cut some wire? I did, didn't I? How did I do that? I have no idea. Hey wolves. Factorio indeed. Right. Let's choo. Manual train hype. No, I don't want to use the... I want to take a right-hand turn. No, I didn't.
Waffles, will you be staying in chat for the stream, for the whole stream, or will you be going soon? Because if you're staying for the stream, I'd like you to remind me something.
Sorry, you talking to me?
To Waffles.
I have a shot. I may or may not have crashed.
What you do?
What did I do?
What did you crash into where?
I crashed the train into a train.
That sounds boring.
Well, I'm sorry, it's boring. Very, very sorry. Did I just come here without the parts I need? Yeah, I did. Do you know what?
No, I don't.
My beard came in handy today. Not yet today, yesterday.
Oh. Do tell.
It was cold. And the beard kept my face warm.
That explains it.
Yes. That's why I grow it out in the winter. Oh no, that's a lot of empty barrels. I like how sometimes I stumble amongst among chests of just random stuff. It's actually kind of funny.
What's the button for quick insert, for example, ammo into turrets? Is it control click?
Yes, control click when you're holding it in your hand.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, I'll give you permission to join us, wolves, when you get home. Or you said you are home, so when you want to join us. Right, so I need an engine. Ooh, what are you unloading? Did you unload what it needed? I don't think you did. It needs construction bots, man. Our base needs construction bots. Right, that... solid. Right, I'm going to take this train back. So that train's obviously not coming. Oh, now it comes. Nah, you thought I was going to get murdered by a train. Oh, I showed you. We're actually getting a lot of uranium from here. Oh, 1k. I have done that. And then I'll set up a condition as well, so the pump only pumps if it's less than a k. Less than or equal to 1000. Because I basically don't want to flood the vats. Oh, I think we're about to get some train murder coming in. Oh no, they're all gone. Oh, there's one. No, oh, missed it. Oh, we've got ammo now on the belt. There's ammo on the belt. Would you believe it? Would you Adam and Eve it?
That is impressive.
Do you want to know what else is impressive?
Yeah.
These centrifuges.
Why is that?
They just look awesome at night when they're working.
Yeah, stuff that those tend to look awesome when it's working.
Well, it glows blue green. It glows green. Do 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 do. I need an engine for a pump. You know, I'm just gonna make 5 pumps because I always find I need pumps. Right, I've got some wire. Let's get a train. Is that train still there? You're on your way? We look forward to having you here.
Awesome, awesome.
Got a... I've actually got a lot of work for you to do. You now have 94 good uranium, wolves, and a metric fuck ton of bad. No, I didn't. My train. Didn't you have?
Okay.
Oh, it's on a loop.
One part of an alien base has been cleared up.
I thought that would have been on an endless cycle. I suppose it wouldn't, would it? Because then you just get unlimited uranium, and it wouldn't make sense in theory. But what happened to all the good then? If it was another closed loop, what happened to all the good stuff? Surely that's what it's for. it uses 40 good, 5 bad, and you get 41 good. So you should, in theory, get 1. Never had any. I saw it. I came here once and it had someone up. It did. I promise. I promise. I saw some because I watched it for a while. I know. I'm that sad. I sat and watched it. Oh, you removed it later. Oh, okay. It was a testing loo. You test loos. That's quite a shit job, really. Cat in the way.
He literally shits. He gets paid from shitting. My English sucks today.
So does mine. It's okay. Do you know what? Next map we'll have to make sure we do everything properly because our map actually makes a few people cringe.
What do you mean?
Like the rail network and stuff, it just upsets people. Wait a minute.
Holy shit, I almost died.
Huh. I like the graphic on that. It's got a little extender thing there. It looks like it kind of retracts inwards when the train leaves. And so because I've linked up those 2 tanks on the same network, it'll count both of the fluid, won't it? So yeah, it will. So 18. So I've actually got 36,000. So I want to nerf this to... I want it so... The train won't deliver. And that won't work. If sulfuric acid is less than and equal to desync. What? Stop copying me. Okay, so Ramses broke the server.
What did I do?
You broke it, clearly.
How? By dying?
Yes. You failed so hard it killed the server.
That doesn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense. Right.
Not really.
So... I don't have any iron pipes. I got no pipes. I got no plates.
Okay, how long does a dead body last for?
Say again over, sorry.
How long does a dead body last for?
It should last until the server. I don't know actually. In theory, it should last forever because you can actually drop stuff on the floor and it's there forever.
I think it's at a time limit, just 10 minutes maybe.
Where did you die? Oh, I can't see, there's no radar up there.
By an alien base, but I believe I can get my stuff back from there. Or not.
No, 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 no. That will be a pump going that way.
Hello.
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 Welcome to the stream of fails.
Stream of what?
Fails.
Fails? Who's failing? I'm not.
I am.
Ah, I see. So...
Turn the fails and it succeeds.
What?
It now works. It works. The uranium mine is now complete.
Thank you.
It requests sulfuric acid when it gets low. A train will come and fill up the storage tanks. I've set it to 1,000, so you'll only have 1,000 sulfuric acid because I don't know how quick it actually gets used. And the last thing I want is having a vat of 20,000 liters of acid that will get deleted.
Can somebody remind me to check outside in 30 minutes? I need to let in the cat.
I'm sure the cat will let you know.
My window's not open. I can't hear him meowing.
Well, that's unfortunate. Although the uranium's actually depleting quite quick. I really hope we use all that sulfuric acid. We'll have to pump it out. If not. Which isn't an issue.
You just pump it back into the train and move the sulfuric acid to a different new uranium spot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not too much of an issue. It's color-coded now though, all the train stations. The uranium one is blue. Not blue. What's the other color? Green. Why am I getting blue and green confused? I'm not even colorblind. I found more chests filled with random stuff. There's transport belts here. Wait, that's
those may have been mine.
It's a storage chest. They were bringing all the things there to the storage chest to fill it up. Wow, that's... Oh, what? What? There were two aliens in the uranium base, and I'm just stood next to them and they're spitting at the radar. I was just looking at them like, wait, what's that? And then I realized it's aliens. How do they get in? Must have found a gap in the wall. What? Wait, they couldn't have got in that way because... How do they get in? I don't get it. Oh, they must have got in up there. They must have got in up there because they couldn't have come in from that way because the things would have pew-pewed them. Are we in agreement that they would have been pew-pewed?
They should have been.
I mean, that's my guess. Maybe they didn't because there's no turrets on that wall.
Oh, bloody hell.
When you say bloody hell...
Yeah.
You mean oh dear? We don't swear on the herd, you know that, right?
Are you saying that this is a Christian server?
No, I'm saying it's family friendly. Christian, please. I'm you know, a pagan.
Sure you are.
Yeah, the what is that one religion? Sumenenko or whatever it's called.
Suomen usko.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Sure.
Exactly, Ragnar. It was Ramses.
My earlier comment in the stream still stands then.
Ha.
was gonna say, what comment? Cats in the way? How does that how's that relevant to anything?
It isn't.
What's getting blown up? Ramses? Oh, okay. I think it is you, isn't it?
No, it wasn't me. It was someplace else.
Wait, is all that ammo being used? Where did all the ammo go? Oh, okay, I see. What is getting blown up? Is that... It is you, Ramses.
That was me.
Okay, it's fine. As long as I know it's not the base. You're gonna ban him, Ramses? You're gonna ban... Ragnar? Even I called you Ramses. I'm sorry, Ragnar. Please forgive me.
And now I'm being chased by aliens. And I don't have any turrets. Because I was hoping I'd get to my previous body before I... Yeah. That isn't me. I think.
I don't know. Are you a wall?
That's... What? Yeah.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, I hate it as well.
No, you know when you're putting down power lines and it's like... It's one step too short before it connects to the next post kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like you need it to go one square over. But it won't. Hello, uranium train. I didn't see how many you had. Yeah, so I need to stop this, basically. I need to stop this. I don't know where those robots are going. They're filling, oh. Is that you, wolves?
It's what me?
Yellow logistics storage chest in the uranium mine base, so the bots are bringing everything there to store it.
It may have been, but I don't remember using it.
Explains why the robots are coming this way. Right. Do you know what? I'm going to take that ammo and put it on the belt. It's fine.
I'll try not to die this time.
Thank you. Right, so hopefully there's no robots flying across the... Right, cool. So I'm going to disconnect it from the network now. But that can actually be connected. Right, so those two, the uranium outpost and that outpost can actually be linked. That's fine. Is there a way to see logistic? Okay. So that will need covering completely. That could be a job in a later date. I'm thinking, if, depending on how many mines we've got, 1,000 sulfuric acid might be too much. Not enough. But that's good for testing. I mean, we've used about 7,000 liters since I said it was ready. So 1,000 might not be enough, but we can gauge that, can't we?
Yeah, we can monitor it to some extent.
Right. Running on a train track is dangerous. So I can start removing these logistic bots now, can't I? Which will then mean the robots aren't going to be flying into the abyss and thus getting wrecked. And if there's any robots in my... there isn't. It's a shame. Do you need help, Ramses? Yes? No? Maybe? Ramses is not speaking. What type of weapon are you using, Ramses?
Machine
Shotgun?
gun.
Oh, I was gonna say I could research shotgun stuff. If you're using a shotgun.
Are you using the depleted uranium ammunition?
What?
Are you using the uranium munitions or the normal munitions?
Uranium.
Do you want to build a
Shit.
tank? Want a tank, Ramses?
I don't think it's necessary.
Or any help? Would a second person help? What's Daffy? I hope that train's actually doing something. It's hard to tell. Right, so Which chest? There it is. It has construction bots. And it has... Right, okay, I think I'm being a numpty. I think I know what's going on. Where do they just go?
You know I'm not using shotguns, right?
Yes, she said.
So you don't have to research them on my account.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm researching them because everything else is kind of expensive and we're low on resources at the moment, but I want to keep researching stuff.
Fair enough.
I reckon shortly we should have the... Wait. Do you do ammo as well? No, I think that'd be a bit much. I think we'll still use the dedicated ammo train. That's kind of important to be separate. That's why it's going around. It's because it's 10 seconds of inactivity. I should link it up and say or signal. Or maybe that'd be a bit too complicated. But basically, once I do this, it's got one in there. If Z equals right, let me think. Add more logic. That's what I'm trying to get working at the moment is the logic. It's a yellow bloody chest. That's fine. How's it going into 2? How's it going?
I thought destruction was not me.
Right. If
It's supposedly above me.
I might change it to X to Y. I will do into tooth, I will do. And Z to T. I will do. Just wondering why my logics aren't working. They're providers. Maybe it's because... Alright, let me test. Alright, so it is working. Apparently got 45 on the logic network. Why is that so? There's 45 on the logic network, but oh, it was. I see. I'm being an idiot. I'm being an idiot. How many construction? I've got 15 construction bots. Right, okay. And I've asked for... let's say 20. 20. Alright. I've figured it out. I'm just being a numpty. Alright, I'm not going to invent the laser turret, so hopefully that's not actually blocking us from inventing anything laserish. I don't think it is. Oh,
no,
personal.
it should be just turrets.
There's personal laser defense, but I don't know whether that affects the achievement or not.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Heard it looks.
Hey crap, just open your laptop and you heard me thanking you. Oh, you're welcome. Did I make you deaf? How's it going, Diddlix? Right, so you should actually bring up... Alright, take a... You should bring up construction bots. Why aren't you bringing up any construction bots? Right, how did I... You told me... That's the stuff I need. So I need both bots, I need walls, I need... I need all sorts. Basically need all sorts. Train stations. Have I got a train station? Oh, yeah, look at that. Wait, how many train stations do I want? Oh.
I've got good news and bad news.
Okay.
The good news is that the immediate vicinity of the two iron ore patches have been cleared. The bad news is look to the northeast of the easternmost iron patch.
Okay, I don't see any bad news, to be honest. I
Giant enemy base.
I see one a phrase that I would have used in Final Fantasy XI using the auto translate system.
Yeah.
Fun and excitement. That's what that is. That's fun and excitement. Do you agree?
Sure.
You've got to agree, Ramses.
Even though you can't see me, imagine me just nodding and saying, sure.
Are you rolling your eyes at me?
No, I'm nodding my head and saying sure.
I can sense the eye rolling. It's fine. Wow, how much crap did I want delivered here, man? By crap, I mean... stuff. What? That's crazy talk.
What's crazy talk?
I need to rethink these numbers. That's what's crazy talk.
Okay.
I'm just being... So I don't need 100 gates at an outpost. I mean, come on, let's be realistic here, shall we?
I'll be right back. Cake time.
Alright, we'll see you in 3 years. So that's better. That's what I need. Still need signals and stuff. Really? Really? can't remember now. Do I ask? Wow, it still needs stuff. But it's getting better at least, anyway. I do need 5. Oh, I got 5 in there. Alright, well, it's getting better. It only needs minor things now. I don't know whether to allow for tank production. Should I start tank production? Oh no! All our bullets are going to disappear again.
No, I'm being good about it.
That's fine, I'm only teasing. Those bullets are OP though, so yeah, I'd like to have some. And now we should basically be fine on ammo production. As long as we don't run out of copper and steel and iron. Well, iron and copper, basically. As long as we don't run out of the essentials, we're alright. As long as we keep expanding the outposts, we'll always be fine. Ah, so you're going to do some logistic with it, logic networks.
Yeah, I have it so that if the center 2 chests, the ones on each side of me,
Yeah.
get 70, then I remove from the loops on the outside too.
Ah, okay.
Because the outside loops obviously must be full because they're always being emptied.
Yeah, yeah. So eventually, when that works, you'll just need to keep feeding in the bad ore and taking away one good ore every now and again.
Yep.
Ah, cool. I wonder if it actually work. I don't think it would it? Where we can end up just not needing to mine iron ore at all. I suppose that's a bit crazy talk. Well, yeah, because we would still need to mine it, won't we? Because we still need the bad stuff.
the bad ore. Yep.
Yeah.
Ramses, you left.
He's eating cake.
Oh, I'd eat cake.
Cake is nice. I had some nice cake today at work. Don't know what it was, but it was nice. Had it with some cream. Kind of tempted to do another round of... Oh blimey, I'm stood outside on the map radar view. That's clever. Right, I'm going to organise my inventory. Get rid of some stuff I don't want. I always want at least 2 steel axes. I'll always want... Do you know what? As you're making the uranium tipped ammo, I'm going to make sure I always have 100 bullets. What else do I always want in my inventory? Stack of repair tools. Because they're important, yo. Right. That was close. What should I work on? Should I make Power Armor Mark II? Welcome back, Ramses. I kind of didn't want to make the armor because it eats resources for a pastime. But I kind of want the armor, you know?
I mean, you could start it so that it starts making more of the processing chips, but not like at any significant rate.
Trouble is, we've got no copper. So processing chips just ain't a thing. I mean, it would probably want its own... Would it want its own dedicated processing chip area, or should it feed off of the belt?
I think all it is processing chip level 1, a couple of them to make it number 2s, but I'm not certain anymore.
Let me have a look, where is it? Right, so it needs the processing chips, and it needs... Oh, crikey, it needs level 3 efficiency and speed modules, 5 of each. And they need processing chips to make. It needs 340 processing chips to make 1 power armor. That is a lot of processing chips. And my processing chip belt is empty. Because it's all being made in the modules. Well, eventually we won't need... Once, you know, the modules should eventually stop being made anyway. No, it won't. Because we'll need them. Yeah, because like the productivity modules. We get capped.
Yeah, as long as everything's got a decent cap level, you'll be fine.
Speed modules. I've only got like 6 speed modules and I've asked for 100. So that's going to take a while. You left your phone on silent, Ramses. That's I had to ring my phone.
Ramsey, if you do find your phone on Google, it can turn your silent mode into ringtone for you.
Does that actually work?
I have done it and it has worked, but it must be on a Wi-Fi or cellular network.
I'm going to do it now. Google. Find my phone. Contacting your phone. It knows where my... If your security, sign in to get your phone's location. Okay. That makes sense that it's got to be.
It really must be you.
Exactly. I just did that. It won't ring. Sign in? I've just signed in. Yeah, it's not working. Oh wow, it's got all my devices connected to this.
Anything that's Google account on it, it can find. Whether or not it can do much with it varies.
Try calling your phone. If you can't remember your number. I know my number. I haven't lost my phone. I just want to like test this. Oh wow! My phone is behind me! Who knew? That's awesome! I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Devices stop ringing. It even tells you when it's stopped ringing.
Yeah, they really have their operating system tied very nicely.
Yeah, that's actually because I did have to. Yeah, you can. It did give me the option to block my phone and stuff, and I'm like, no, I'm just testing, science. But I did lose my. Well, I didn't lose my phone. I misplaced my phone the other day. Turns out it was in my coat pocket, but I didn't know that at the time. So I rang it.
The only downside is if it's not on a Wi-Fi network and it's not on a cell tower, it cannot find it.
Makes sense. But if it's not on a cell tower or Wi-Fi network, you can't ring it anyway.
Yeah, the problem is I had a house that did not have cellular signal in about half of it.
See,
And
I
if it
know
was
that
on one
pain.
half, I couldn't find it.
I knew that pain because my house, for whatever reason, on my phone network, is just a black hole. I would like walk out of my house, go to the end of the street, and it's like, oh, phone signal. But I go back to my house, go in my room, and it's like, oh, nope, we don't know where you are. Until recently, they updated all their systems, their networks, and now I can actually get signal at home. So I had to rely on Wi-Fi, which I do anyway. I always rely on Wi-Fi when I'm at home, because why pay for data when you got Wi-Fi? Hey, Bosca. How was Paris? Look how fast that's working, man. That's 4 productivity speed modules for you. Oh, wow, that's quick. That it can't even keep up. Look at that, it's spinning around full time. It's spinning around like crazy. I need to put in another one. Wait, are stack inserters faster than fast inserters?
Yes, because they are the same rotational speed, plus or minus very little, but can pick up like 4 or more depending upon the stack inserter.
Huh. I wasn't ever sure because I know they do collect like up a stack, but it kind of like in that time it's collecting them, the normal insert is still working. But I suppose after, like you say, after you've done all the research, yeah.
It
Makes
also
sense.
depends on if the belt or the supplies are fast enough.
Yeah. Stack insert. Let's get some stack inserters delivered to me then. I'll upgrade that. Enjoyed it very much. A little bit tired. I don't know what 300 kilometers is. I know it's 300,000 meters, but that's about it. I don't know what that is in English. What is that in English? 2.5 hours of driving though. That is a lot of driving.
But driving is fun.
I hate driving. And it's mostly the other drivers I can't stand. Mainly because they always try and kill me.
Drive a vehicle that if they bump you, it crushes theirs and you drive off.
I don't. I drive a small little car. Although you saying that, I once I work at a private school and I had to take up a tractor with a trailer, and it's this particular trailer I'm not used to driving. It's a long one as well, and I had to take it up to our other school, and it goes up a long, narrow, windy country road to get there. And I just said to, because I'm a bit of a nervous driver, I said to my boss, I said, what if another car comes towards me? And he's like, well, they have to move out your way. I'm like, but what if they don't move out the way? And he said, well, put it this way. You've got a tractor with a tow bar on the front. If anyone tries and starts an argument, their car's losing. I'm like, oh, okay, fair enough. Tractor will win.
He with the biggest rig makes the rule.
That's the how you work out who has right of way in India. Might is right. So the bigger the vehicle, the more right. So a moped would have right of way over a bicycle, for example. And I guess in that kind of method, a tank has right of way over everything.
Pretty much.
That would be kind of cool. Just buy a tank and drive around India. Yep, I have right of way because, you know, I'll run over you.
I'll either move you or I'll drive over you. Your choice. It doesn't bother me.
You filled your car with croissants, not baguettes. Is that like the equivalent of petrol and diesel, but in French? I actually went on the the Arc de Triomphe, and that roundabout is the world's most dangerous roundabout. I'm convinced. I don't use mirrors. I could not picture not using mirrors. I'm always looking at my mirrors. I'm just too paranoid. Just way too paranoid. Right, so we need more iron and we need more copper. Ramses is eating cake, so I guess it falls to me. Who needs mirrors anyway? Just wing it. Just wing it. I think it falls down to me to get this some outposts going. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to make a tank factory and the ammo to go with it, which means I'm going to want some landfill. Let's get some landfill on the go. Let's get a couple of factories. I've got belts and all that lot. I probably want some inserters. Let's get fast and long inserters. Let's get 10 of each. Uh, 10. If you're fast and all leather cars, you don't need them. But what if a motorbike came along and you didn't see him?
Yeah, we like to be seen, not squished.
Oh, you like riding a bike?
Yep.
Motorcyclists make me so nervous. Some of them just like get right up your ass and just like don't go anywhere.
General rule of thumb, a motorcycle only needs 2 seconds and a car needs 4 to stop.
Yeah. But still.
Yeah, so it does feel like I crowd you a lot more, but I still have more than enough room normally. Now you do have the idiot who's like an inch from your bumper, and yeah, they're just an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that a lot. And they panic me. It's like if I gotta hit my brakes and I mean, yeah, if they got a good bike and whatnot, they probably will be able to stop. But it's just I don't want to have that scenario. And sometimes I've only ever had, because what I do as well, when I've got a motorbike right up my arse and I can see that the road ahead's clear, I'll always pull, like, I drive on the left, obviously, correct side of the road to drive on. I pull in slightly to the left, just to give him the chance to like get around me better, and I even slow down a bit so he can get past me quicker. And I've only ever had one guy stick out his hand to say thanks. Everyone else is just like, nope, I'm going. Sod you. I'm like, what? I just let you out.
Depending upon the situation, taking a hand off to say thanks can not necessarily be the safest thing to do.
Still.
Especially if I'm shifting. I have to use a hand when well, I don't have to, but I should be using both hands when shifting.
Changing gear, yeah? Is that what you call shifting?
Yeah, changing gears.
Different terminology. Cool, I did think that I was going to end up with a moped right into me. I was coming off one of our fields at work. And I was waiting, going back to our workshop, and I was on the road because traffic was stopped, red traffic light. And I was just waiting. I had tractor out, a trailer on the back, and it was on a blind corner. Now this corner is, if you know the area, you know it's a blind corner. It's also narrow, and sometimes you get buses and lorries coming along. So everybody, even though you can do 40 miles an hour along that road, people know to slow down because you don't know what's coming around that corner. The bridge is practically single. You can get two cars abreast, but if you've got a bus coming around the corner, you need to let the bus through. Anyway, so I was just past this bridge on the blind corner, and this moped driver just came screaming around the corner, and you could just literally see the expression of shock on his face as he had to slam the brakes on, because if he didn't, he would have went right through my tailgate on my trailer, and that would not have been pretty for him. I was like, well, that's what you get for being an idiot and speeding. He managed to stop. He managed to stop. Right. I don't know why we're going through. I don't know. This is bad. Holy shit, this river's huge. That's why you have a dash cam. So you get to watch your death again. Oh, this is the part where I face tailgated the tailgate. Right there, you can see all my teeth breaking. My nose went flying that way. They do come in handy though, especially like in accents and stuff, because you can see like how it happened, who's at fault.
Yeah, I need to get a couple for my truck and a couple for my bike.
Police in Wales are actually now asking people to hand over footage of their dash cams for dangerous drivers to the police, so they can start prosecuting. People are different views of it. Some are like, well, hang on a minute, why are we doing the police job? Some are like, well, hang on, invasion of privacy. And then others are just like, well, hang on a minute. If you're the ones of you that are saying invasion of privacy and, oh, we're doing the policeman's job, you're the guys that are getting reported on. You know, if you're a completely legit driver, you know, safe and stuff, you've got nothing to worry about. No footage is going to be sent to the police of you.
The downside of that is what someone may call an unsafe maneuver, and push inward may not be, and then you were just reported on for not doing anything unsafe or stupid.
Well, then that's down to the police to say, oh, that's nothing, but thank you anyway. I mean, I don't have a dash cam, but I've seen people use them. We've also got these things for insurance companies. You can get a box put in your car, and it'll I don't know quite how it does it, but it'll basically detect how safe a driver you are. Also detects like how fast you're going in certain speed limits and things. And I saw a sign in the back seat of one car saying, I'm going to do the speed limit because I've got an insurance box. This is why I'm going slow. And it's like, hang on a minute, shouldn't you just be doing the speed limit because it's the law, not because you want cheap car insurance? That made me chuckle. Right, so I'm going to want some engines. I want some engines. And I want 4 things. So once the engines are coming out, right. Engines are pipes and I can't remember now. Where are my engines? Pipes, steel, and gear. So that's iron plate. So I always forget the simple stuff. Pipes, gears, and steel. No, I did want that factory there. Good night, Bosco. We'll see you later. And I want steel. I want steel and gears. Alright, let's put steel. Where are we? Right, so that's iron inwards. Right, let's put steel. 2 there. Right, so that's the iron. That'll then feed that. So that's then my steel. And gears. Oh, that was too much. I'll put pipe there. So that's my engines then. So we'll do in, out, shake it all about, do the hokey cokey and turn around. Oh, it's over in the wrong menu. That's why R wasn't working. I had the game out of focus. And that, in theory, should be tanks. Yay, tanks. Right. Engines. Oh no, it's getting blown up. It's getting blown up. Oh, I see. I see what happens. Right. Got no power cables. Let's get some power cables going. And then I want electric circuits going along here. I don't think that's going to work. I've got to test that. I'm going to put it there, isn't it? That should work then, in theory. Yeah, that works. Cool. So then you go like that. Oh, I don't ghost it half the time anyway.
I always forget about ghosting.
So do I. In a game about automation, I always have to do everything myself.
I'll blueprint an area and make it copy it and, you know, make the robots build it for me later, but I never remember to do it as a ghosted image.
Same, pretty much. Wait a minute. Why am I being such a numpty? There we go. Tanks are now automated. I don't know how many they stack at, probably individually.
I hope they stack individually, or else we're gonna have either 10 or 100 of them.
Is 100 tanks really a bad thing?
How many players is the max you've had on at a single time?
About 4. So yes, 100 tanks would be bad. Right. Ammunition. Oh, we can do tank shells as well. Ah, it's explosive. Oh, now it's getting blown up. Explosives is coal and sulfur and water. See, the bad thing is all of that production's way back over here. Although we do have coal on the bus, so it's not a big issue. It's just that I built stuff in the way. So I'm going to kind of have to make the bus turn around. Wait, why am I doing that? Stop being a numpty. Hey Cadenza, how's it going? How was your nap? Oh! I never asked. Whoa, so you on your new PC?
Yes, I am currently on my new PC.
How's she running?
Not quite as well as I was hoping, but I didn't pay that much for the processor, so I can't complain.
Fair enough. I was watching partial of your Build It stream, but it was quite late at night and I was falling asleep.
I know, I was kind of surprised you even showed up. It's like, shouldn't you be, like, in bed?
I was on my laptop, but yeah, I started nodding off and I'm like, right, I need to go. But yeah, I'm sleepy. Not because you're boring, just because it's late and I'm tired.
No, I have a couple of friends from your side of the world and further. It's like, yeah, I don't expect any of you to have to, like, stay up and watch something like that. It's, kind of not the most exciting thing in the world to watch either.
What a sleep hype. I'm doing it again. Should be ghosting all this. Got robots to do it for me. Oh, stop it.
Yeah, so now I'm dual PCing, which is kind of fun.
Dual PCing.
Dual PCing.
That's what I
I have
said.
to. It didn't come through as a D on my end.
Ah. So how's that working?
It's a little confusing because I'm down a monitor, so now I'm only running 2 instead of my 3 on my normal rig. But my third monitor is my second PC.
See, I've never dual PC'd. I mean, I've got a laptop which I've had like sat behind me, and I've kind of done 2 things at once. But most I've ever done was I played Final Fantasy XI, an MMO, and I've dual boxed. So I've had the game on Xbox, and I've played it on PC as well, and I've had my monitor and TV side by side with 2 keyboards on my desk. I was actually pretty good at it. With all the
Yeah, I've never
multitasking.
done that way, but I play EVE Online and I have 2 characters for that. But
Fair
I
enough.
can run those on the same PC, and seeing that I was running dual monitors at the time, I just moved the mouse from one monitor to the other and was using it.
Fair enough. Have you held and tanked at the same time on 11 Cadenza? Yes. Swiftly Scotty went duoing in like Abyssia and stuff like that. Just went. So yeah, I'm technically soloing, but yeah, I had 2 characters and just farmed all the NMs and stuff. And then if friends wanted to come along and get some of the drops, they'd just come along and either help kill or just sit to the side and not get in my way. I also did Dynamis, tanked and healed Dynamis, and a friend would come along just to help kill, because obviously it was, even like with the changes, that you still had a certain amount of time. So they came to just help kill stuff while I was doing the tanking and the keeping us alive. It was easy. It was easy because the white mage was on my Xbox. I had him on auto follow swiftly, and I just had a macro. I think it was like Alt 3 was my Utsasimi macro for swiftly, but it was all macroed, so it was just literally like a quick control whatever it was, or Alt whatever, for the spells and the heals and stuff, and just made sure I healed his MP every now and again. It was easy. Plus, swiftly, I actually had such good gear for her that was relevant for the time I left. That she hardly got hit in some of this stuff. I mean, so as you can remember, you had all the different gear statuses, right? You had like magic damage taken down and evasion plus, all that sort of stuff. I had an evasion set that increased her evasion. I had managed... No, I didn't. I didn't have an evasion set, or did I? Yes, I did. I was working on one. I had magic damage taken minus. So if she was going to get hit with an AoE spell, your shadows would actually eat most of it, and then you'd still get hit by some. So I'd put that up to tank an AoE, especially when you're going to take the whole AoE. So shadows would eat some, then the rest would go on my armor. I had it capped at 50%. So I actually had 50% magic damage taken down, and then by the time my shadows ate it and then my 50% armor took the rest of it, I took very minimal damage. And that was the thing, a lot of thieves didn't used to do that. They just like try to evasion tank, and you can't dodge magic. So I did that. I had haste set for casting the shadows. I had can't remember what I attacked in now. I attacked in like triple and double attack gear with a bit of haste. Oh yeah, I had capped haste for attacking as well. For my spell casting, I had a slightly different set. It was still capped haste, but it had spell cast speed and some other stuff as well that helped with recast times or something. I can't remember now. Just to keep recast timers down low. I had dexterity sets for weapon skills, I had agility sets for weapon skills, I had a steel set, I had a mug set, I had treasure hunter set. I had a set for everything. And yeah. And she was you remember in the game when you changed gear, your character disappeared and came back with a new gear. You blinked, was sort of the slang term. She was constantly blinking. And a couple of, like, don't want to be harsh, but a couple of scrub white mages would tell me off for constantly changing gear. They'd be like, just stay at one set of gear, I can't heal you. But there was a macro command to ignore the blinking, and I kept telling them to use that command. It's like, no, I'm not rewriting all my macros just for you. I'm like, I'm not the only thief on the server that does this. So they made me stay in one set, and I'm like, you're killing me. Literally. Just because you want to get a heal off, you're literally killing me. I wasn't impressed. I think it was bracket ST bracket. And it basically, what it did, when you clicked the heal, you had to click twice, and that's why I didn't want to use it. Because normally you target the person, hit the macro, right? See, now you're saying it's not that hard to retarget. I was constantly flashing. Like, literally, it would be impossible to get, like, a lock on me. But what it did was, you hit your heal macro, right? And then your cursor would go into the party list, and then you just go up and down your party list. And then when you hit enter on the person you want to heal, it will then trigger the heal spell. So even if you're not ready to heal yet, but you know your next spell is guaranteed to be a heal, you hit your macro, and then you're waiting, and then you just literally hit the button to heal when they need it. And when you're on the party list, no matter what's going on in the game, whether they're blinking or not, as soon as you hit A, it will heal them. And if they're blinking when your heal goes off, the animation doesn't happen. If you remember that sometimes happened, the animation wouldn't happen, but it still happened. You could macro the name, but then the trouble is with that is it's annoying if you want to heal someone else, and then you need heal spells for different people or whatever. Or if you forgot you named that person, you're like hitting your Cure 5 macro, but it's actually healing. It's trying to target Swiftly, and Swiftly's not there. It's just like, oh, okay, that's why everyone's dying. But that works as well, Ragnar. Oh, don't argue with a healer. Never ever argue with a healer. When I main white mage, someone really peeved me off. The whole party died. Yeah. And I raised the two people that were my friends, and then I warped out of there, leaving them in a level cap zone. It was like capped at level 30 or something, surrounded by mobs. Yeah, if you're staticking, it's fine. Oh, FYI, back to Factorio, tanks don't stack. So we have 2 tanks.
Nice.
But it was a good game. And my thief was good. My white mage was okay. He got the job though, he kept Swiftly alive. That was always the main thing. People actually also used to pay for thieves to come and treasure hunt, was it Behemoth? I can't remember now. He dropped black belt items. Or the pop item for the black belt boss or something, I can't remember what that was. It was something. It was in Quiffham Island. Yeah, Behemoth. Is it Behemoth? Yeah, he's in Quiffham Island. People would always ask me to come along because they knew I knew how to thief. Even though you always did it naked because you don't want to kill it, you want to get TH12. But because people knew I knew how to like try and get procs and stuff. Like, oh, can you come do my thing for me? I'm like, okay. So I literally just stood there naked with one dagger, just like swinging away. He was force spawned. He was force popped. He wasn't timed or anything like that. Or at least he was when I was doing it, because I know SE changed a lot of stuff, but they did make him force spawned eventually, so you could just pop him whenever you wanted. Because people wanted like the black belt stuff and that. Alright, I'm going to need some underground pipes. Let's get about 100 underground pipes going. By 100 I mean let's just start with 50. Because I need to bring over my liquids, because we've been kind of neglecting the bus slightly. The liquids are all over the place. If it's your sister telling you about it, Cadenzra, it is probably the Yin Yang Robe NM. Something weapon. Oh my god, he was the bane of my existence. Trying to get him, he only popped like once every 20 hours, I think it was. So you had to find someone that knew when he died, TOD, time of death, and then you had to make sure you had a friend awake. If you couldn't, you had to make sure your character was still in the party. If it was when you were online, you had to find it with, what was that thing called? Wide scan? He was invisible, so you had to aggro him with a spell. Because he was a weapon, he was magic aggro, so you had to cast a spell next to him, and then when he appeared, you had to tag him. Oh, he was a royal pain. Body piece for summoner. Good body piece too. I remember when I got mine. It wasn't invincible. Okay. Well, the only reason I said that one was because you said your sister, and I know your sister was a summoner. My headset keeps turning off.
Thus the reason I do not own a wireless headset.
Do they all do it?
Not necessarily they turn off, but that, you know, the battery starts running low and you have to keep plugging them in, even though you just charged them recently.
Well, I mean, this is
as it
kind
gets
of
older.
fully, yeah. When they get older and the battery becomes crappy. But I mean, this is like relatively fully charged, and it's not low battery because it tells me in an American voice low battery. It's got an auto turn off feature when it can't detect enough sound. It thinks it's not being used. It's like, but it is being used. It's just I don't want to go deaf from having the volume cranked right up. It's a brilliant headset. It's really good on sound quality, and what I like about it as well, it has 2 sets of speakers. The second set isn't designed for quality. It's designed for voice communication, either a phone through Bluetooth or Skype. So you wouldn't want to play your games through it because the quality is crap. And then you can control the 2 volumes independently. It's brilliant. So if I wanted, I could actually have Discord go through that. I can't for the streams because then the viewers can't hear it. But then I can control it all independently. So if people are being particularly loud and I can't hear the game, I can either turn the game up or turn the people down, kind of thing. All from a volume control.
There's an app for that for your PC.
Well, there's that as well. But this is all kind of built in.
Yeah, I use Voice Meter. It lets me control 3 different inputs, 2 different virtual inputs, and 3 different outputs all at the same time.
Sounds kind of cool, actually.
It is a pain in the behind to set up, but once it's set up, it is so nice.
Some people get volume mixers and stuff like that on their desk. It controls like mic volumes and all that lot. They use it for their streams.
Yeah, I basically have the software version of that.
I kind of would go for one, but I got a USB mic, and I'm not. Even though I would like to have that sort of stuff, I'm not gonna buy a new mic just to get the mixer when I've got a perfectly good mic at the moment.
Some of them accept USB inputs.
Do they?
I'm not sure how many, but some do. That's the advantage to the software, is it does accept USB inputs.
Fair enough. Mine cadenza was, well, RRP is $300, but I picked mine up in a sale. I got it for £100. No, it's £300, sorry, and I got it in a sale for £100. I don't know why I said dollars. That's why I got the one I got. If it weren't on sale, I wouldn't have bought it, because I'm not spending £300 on a headset. But yeah, that was a good price, I thought. And it is a good headset. The only thing I don't like is the auto switch off, and it doesn't have the ability to disable it, like you would think.
I just dropped the picture voice meter in your Discord.
Ah, nice one, thank you. I'll check that one afterwards. So Ramsey's coming back. Is he eating that cake?
He said something about he's not going to be able to come back or something like that.
Oh yeah, I've seen him. He mentioned his internet was crap. He had a problem with his internet, and then he couldn't find his phone.
He found his phone though, and then still said he wouldn't be able to come back or something.
I might have missed that.
Yeah, the headset I use is a Sennheiser one. I really like it.
I got a friend of mine. She likes Sennheiser. Maybe because she's German. I don't know. Prox32, my boy killer. Thank you for hosting the herd. Greatly appreciated. And welcome to everyone joining us from Prox's channel.
The reason I got mine is I cannot have a bass system in my house. My neighbors will hate me if I do. I like it too much. Thus, I went with a headset that does a really good job with bass.
Fair enough. Yeah, I do like bass. That's something I do like. I remember years ago when Mass Effect 1 came out. What was that for? Was that Xbox or it was 360, wasn't it? Or was it original Xbox? No, it was original Xbox. Anyway, I had a speaker set and a subwoofer that would connect to the Xbox and the TV and act as a stereo system. But it was designed for Xboxes. It was 360, was it? Okay. Anyway, the bass on that was like really good, even though like the system only cost like 50 quid. And when you did the jumping on the, I can't even remember what they're all called now, but you know what I mean, the jumping on the thingy, it got really bassy, and even on the lowest volume, you just had amazing bass every time you did the jump. And my parents were not amused. I had to disconnect it. It was way too loud. You just sort of hear this boom. I'm like, yes!
The TV show Stargate Universe, where they were mostly on a ship, had a really good low rumble on it, and on a good bass system that sounds so good. The house we were in at the time, you could actually feel the floor shaking. Just that gentle rattle.
Nice. Sounds good. And that's why I can't find what I'm looking for. Because I'm a numpty. Actually, I might need a couple. Yeah, I do like good bass. Do you know what? I might have to bring over the petroleum on the bus. I don't really want to, but I need sulfur. Unless either I bring the petroleum over or I make sulfur. Or I bring the sulfur over via robot.
Well, do you have sulfuric acid on the belt? Oh, you can't go backwards. Never mind.
No. Yeah, I got the acid on the belt, but yeah, you can't go backwards, unfortunately. Yeah, I need to make explosives, which is sulfur. So either I put sulfur or petroleum on the belt, or I put sulfur in the logistics network.
If you're just looking to make explosives, you should have coal near oil already.
I've got the
And
coal
water.
where I need it. The coal's on the bus. Unless I make the ammo back here where the sulfur is. The sulfur and the coal.
Well, I mean, you could just make the explosives there and drag it to your ammo later.
Yeah. I was hoping to have it all near the tanks, that was all. Sod, I'll just put petroleum. Because I don't know whether we'll need petroleum later on anyway for anything. Might add something else that we want on the later on down the bus. So I'll just add it, it won't hurt.
Good night, Cassandra.
Alright, Cassandra, yeah. See you later. And hey kids, how's it going? Are you here to troll, or are you here to keep Ragnar in line?
Hi, kids.
Don't ban me. It's my own channel. For tractor abuse. Our tractor did actually break today at work. I didn't break it, just for the record.
What died on it?
It's got 3 gears. You've got the range gear, you've then got the forward backward gear, and then you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4 gear. And the forward backward gear, something in it kind of broke, snapped, don't know what. But it's got no drive anymore.
Oh, that must be fun to try to use.
Well, it's completely unusable. The fun part was putting it back in the shed. You had to have 3 of us push it, and while we were pushing it, we kind of realised this tractor is actually quite lumpy. Bigger than we thought. Wasn't me that broke it. And I do need to play more Farm Sim. Kind of wondering what it would be like with the Vive.
They don't currently have it approved yet.
Oh. Does it
I
work
know.
with it unofficially, or?
You probably could play it in if you use the desktop display in the Vive, but I don't think there's a good version of it yet. I haven't tried it.
I know it works with Track IR, I believe. But obviously that's something different. Oh. It's getting blown up. Replace them all those pipes. Never! Do you know, I do try and get everything looking like nice and neat, but then sometimes it's just like, do you know what? No. Enough is enough.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it right now, trying to find a way to get iron iron plates up to it, and I don't think there's an easy logistics way of doing that.
Oh, getting up to where you've been working?
Yeah.
I believe Kitsy knows someone that can be a bit OCD when it comes to Factorio. Should probably have a fit looking at this base, actually. Me? What about me? Can't possibly be saying I'm OCD. This game gave you OCD? Now I can actually believe that. I can believe that. Nearly made a mistake then. I nearly put lube in the wrong place. Actually, no. I'm going to put the petroleum there because I want a gap of 2 there, don't I? Right, there we go. So the bus has been continued. It's all a bit ugly in the middle, but it's been continued. Oh yeah, don't time fly when you have fun. I'm not even sure if the stone and that's going to be useful this far along the bus, but it's there. If it doesn't get used, it doesn't get used. The coal is important though. Right, ammo. First off, I need dynamite. Dynamite is sulfur. Coal, so I need... Oh, I need water. I got no water. Right, let's do this. How much sulfur is it per? It's 1 every 5 seconds. 1 every 5 seconds, and how often does sulfur get made? 2 every second. Oh, so 1 would fund 2 factories. So that needs water. As well, let's make the pump. Where is it? It's not there. There it is. you got your water. I'll need a pump in there at some point to push that along further. What am I doing? Right. Right, what do I need for dynamite? I need steel and plastic and explosives. Steel and plastic. Don't know if I could ghost that. Even though nothing could be built there. And then, is it made in a normal factory? I think it is, isn't it? one empty. Done it again. Done it again. And my headset's off as well. Right, there we go. Blimey. I'll learn one day, eh? Right. Done. Not the prettiest looking, but it, you know, you kind of get the gist. I don't know how high they stack. It doesn't say. I think it's about 50, is it? 50, 100? Don't know. That seems to be getting blown up a lot. Let's go out there and have a look. I think I know why. Oh, yeah. I think I know why. I'm guessing it's because they're on yellow inserters. It's a guess, but it's my guess. Then again, I don't see them running out of bullets that fast, so I don't think it is that, actually. I don't think it is that at all, now I think about it. Wait a minute. Yeah, I mean, that was just... I mean, I'll upgrade them to blues and see what happens. Oh. Why are you out of... Maybe I'll add another gun. Shall add a couple of guns. Job done. That should hopefully be enough. Just to keep that bolstered. Oh, incoming train, I'll take that back because I want to go check up on something. Less and less ore. Really need to fix the supply problem. Although there it looks like... Oh yeah. There's no... I haven't got enough electric furnaces. Oh Jesus. Not electric furnaces, what am I chatting about? Electric chips. Chatting absolute nonsense. Chatting nonsense. I'm running the wrong way. It'll be my aim on the next map to get a nice and tidy railway network. It's growing greener than the other. Please tell me you're still bringing in uranium and you're not used up already. Oh wow. It is running low though. Bloody hell. Quite a few mines have shut down already. Oh. Oh. Right then. Well, that's that. I need to get there then. I will take the train. Where are we? There you are. You taking some weird route? Oh, is he still taking weird routes? I'll have to check that. Come on, train. I've got important stuff to be doing.
Alright, sorry about that, I'm back.
Welcome back. Oh, that's acid. Oh, you're not doing weird stuff, you're just not moving because... Now you're moving. I was looking at the wrong train. Where is that train? Oh, now he's on his way back. He's on his way. No! No! Damn it. That unloaded faster than I expected. No!
Yeah, it does not take very long for it to dump everything it's got and turn around and run again.
I just waited like 6 years for that train. I was expecting it to be a little bit longer. It's not bringing up much or at all, is it?
No, it's not. I mean, it's almost done with it again already.
Plus, I kind of put the speed modules on the centrifuges, so it kind of whisks through the ore pretty quick.
Yeah, I know. I have some of them on. Some are speed 3s, some are speed 1s.
It doesn't take the productivities, does it? I suppose that would be kind of cheating.
I actually don't know.
We could, in theory, put them in the mines.
Yeah, speed would probably be the better deal, though. Get it in faster rather than gain an extra 1 or 2.
Fair enough. Why don't I do that? I don't know if there's enough. I'll go put some down. We do actually have the productivity. One. That's all I get is 1. Sure, there's got to be more than that. Oh, here come the rest. We've literally only got a handful of these things. That I find hard to believe.
A handful of what?
The speed modules. We've literally got like 20. We have the 2-second
I
off-road.
currently have 0, but I could make 4 of the original speeds.
I mean, they're automated, it's just it's taking time. And yeah, welcome Bearsuit. I do have all the trains programmed that as soon as they've kind of dumped their load, go. I don't want them hanging around. Alright, let's put some of these down then. Let's put them down on ones that have got... Oh, let's hold down the right button. Oh wow, they take 3 modules. Well, that went far, didn't it? Alright, let's tweak these numbers. I don't know. 1,000 seems like a good number, but I'm going to change it to... Let's get 3,000. Let's call for the train. Do I use train crafting outposts? What do you mean by that? Bear in mind, I'm pretty noobish at this game. I'm not very good at it at all. I can't remember the conditions I've set for you to be at. 5 seconds of inactivity. Fair enough. But as soon as the thing's met in a way, it turns off. I don't do crafting. The most I do is smelt. Most I do is smelt. So here, as you can see, I've got various belts of ore coming along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 that get split into 2, 4, 6, 8. And then it goes into a ton of furnaces. And then it loads up the train. And then the train takes iron, Iron gets dropped off there, which then gets fed into the main belt. Copper turns up there, and as you can see, I've got supply problems at the moment. Looks like it could be a 6 to 4. I didn't make the layout of this. Oh, the wrong base. No, that is the right base. I didn't do the layout for that. But it definitely needs 8 belts of iron ore going in. And then I've got a copper one up here. We definitely do need more copper and iron. Definitely do need more.
Copper more so than iron, though.
Yes, definitely. Why are they using yellow? Let's do tank shells. Because now we've got tanks, we can start expanding. Oh, are you going? I want to come back. No, no. Damn it. Multi-train. It is there. Wow, it really does go. I asked for 3k, didn't I? I should actually change the numbers. Otherwise he's going to forever be moving.
I don't think there was an issue with it mining, though, at 1k.
No, it did seem like it was enough. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to tweak it so... Because at the moment it's asking for 3k. And it will pump up until 3k. But obviously while the train's travelling back, it's going to drop below 3k. So the train's just going to come back again. So what I think I'll do, I'll say pump until 3k, but don't come here until it's less than 2k. Or if it was pumping right at 1k, so what we could do is... That's another reason why that train's not working, it's got stuff in its hand. I don't want it to have stuff in its hand. How do I stop it from having stuff in its hand? Is there a way to stop an inserter from grabbing stuff?
Only if you use filter inserters.
And then I'll need to set up some sort of logistic. Crap. That system needs rethinking then. Because that ain't going to work, because all the inserters have got stuff in its hands that it doesn't need, so... I think we'll worry about that next time. Well, it's just not going to work properly, is it? Whoa, that was very close. Yeah, so I'll have to set up a signal thing. I'm not very good at the signals. So we had a member of the herd come set this up for me. I mean, I can do basic signals, you know, I've done some basic stuff, but when it comes to the complicated stuff like this set up here, where it requests X amount of each item, and then it has this train. Oh, he's gone now. That train I just came in on, it will then call for that train, which is will then have all that stuff on it, basically. So the 1k is not bad. So what I could do, pump until, let's say 1500. I want to see how 1500 works. And then call 1000. I don't know why I'll run all the way down there. I can just do it from here. It's going to take a little while for that to drain out. Ah, cup's empty.
I know I keep looking at mine going, darn, it's empty too.
It's because I do too much talking. My medication also gives me dry mouth, so that plus talking. I've not yet messed around with all the uranium stuff. Caffeinated Wolves, whose voice you can hear, he's the one doing with that. Remember, you made the signal to pull out one U238. Because the Corvex cycle produces only one egg. Yeah, it does, that's right. That's what's going on up here somewhere. Where are we? There we go. This is what Wolves is working on. I'm just supplying the uranium ore. This is our uranium drop-off point. So I've allowed for 4 lanes of ore. He's using 2 at the moment, which is fine.
Once we get it coming in faster, we can start going through it a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at the moment we haven't been focusing on it. I mean, once we do go nuclear, then we can obviously start bringing in loads of ore. I mean, at the moment I kind of want to... So there's a nice 2 million patch. That patch you built, the one that I helped finish off, how big was that initially?
I have no remembrance of that anymore.
There's about 250,000 left, but we've got a 2 million patch, which looks about the same sort of size. So I don't know how quick it goes. That's the trouble. It does seem to go quite quickly. Right, so in a minute it's now going to call for a train. It should light up. It's red at the moment, it should light up. Oh no, I said come when it's less than 1k, didn't I? Fill up to 1.5, but come when it's at 1k. And it always fills over. It doesn't stop straight away, does it?
No, it fills until the tank is there, and then once the pipe finishes, it's normally a little higher.
Yeah, I don't have a massively long pump, but a long pipe. But obviously, yeah, it's going to have some in there, isn't it? So signal should go white any second. There we go. Doesn't seem to drop too fast, actually. I mean, it's going down kind of quick. But that's just in the storage tank, because obviously the mines themselves will have some, won't they? But the train's able to get here. The train leaves, it uses about 250 litres. In the time it takes the train to get here. Which isn't really a lot, so it's not like it's... So 1,000's enough of a buffer. Oh, I better not delete that one. I like the look of the uranium mines. Look kind of cool.
Yeah, they do look pretty cool.
One thing's for certain as well, I won't be using 2 storage tanks at a uranium deposit. That's because we had a load. We were still using the barrels at that point, weren't we?
Yeah, when we first started, yep. I'm carrying it by barrel by hand.
That's right. I remember changing that all over. Because you were depositing it in chests as well at the excess. Getting all that shifted. That took a while.
Yep, carry barrels over, carry ore back.
In a game about automation, do everything by hand. Why we stopped? Go, go, go. And I was driving back this way and I can't remember why now. What was I going to do? I can't remember. What was I looking at? I was going to do something and I can't remember what it was. I always used to do that. Always craft the red and green by hand. Just stand there for ages just doing it. I came back and I can't remember why. Okay, I was clicking here for something. What was I doing? Oh, that's right. That's right. I was going to see what barrels of sulfuric acid we got, and then I was going to get it all converted back. I was going to put it back in the tanks. Actually,
We shouldn't have too much of it hanging around.
you say that as I get delivered hundreds. I'm not even kidding.
They're only in stacks of 10, that's why.
No, I know. But it's still filling up my inventory faster than I can empty it. Oh no. Mistakes have been made. It's fine. Inventory full. No. That's right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the ore processing base and put it into the tanks there. So I imagine my tanks up here are probably going to be full. Yeah, they are. As is that one. Yes, I'm full. Stop bringing me this stuff. I'm full. You know, I have no more room. Look, there's some space. Oh, go away. No, it's not uranium, it's sulfuric acid. My blood is acid. Oh, you're not going to go anywhere, are you? Fine, I'll drive. Driving a train. What could possibly go wrong? Oh. Oh shit. No one talk about this. No one talk about this. It never happened.
You say that and it's the perfect delay for me to then look on stream.
Did you see what happened?
Yes, I did.
Within seconds of saying what could possibly go wrong. I just overshot. It's fine. Nothing bad happened. No one died. Right.
We now have nuclear fuel.
Nice. Yeah. Filling those tanks up pretty quick. I'm actually glad that they required sulfuric acid though for that. Sulfuric acid didn't really get used much. At least I don't think so.
No, it's kind of a late game use.
Is that all the barrels? There's got to be more barrels than that, surely. Is that it? Is that all you had that you couldn't fit in my inventory? Was 3 barrels? find that hard to believe. It does look like you're right. Yeah. So they could fit. They couldn't fit 3 barrels. Oh, that's fine. Oh! You got more? Alright, I'll wait a minute, I'll wait a minute. There we go, look. They're just taking their time to get to me. That's an understatement, taking their time. Why is it I can see there? Oh, I can't now. That base is going to be a pain to take out. Oh, it's the radar bleeping. It's the radar. There's 2 ore. I want that ore. Right, that should be enough time for the trains. The stuff to get to me. Right, let's remember we don't take a right there, we take a right here. That's why braking is important. Bloody hell. Pain in the ass when my headset keeps turning off. It's actually a quiet game, Factorio.
Yeah, I have the sound almost at 0 myself. Mostly because I forget to turn the volume of the game up.
I play most games in 50%. Oh, I got reverse all the way now. I play most games on 50% volume. Crap. That's just because it's not too loud for the stream then. Because I can turn up my headset louder or quieter as I need. Oh god no. I'm just going to put this on automatic. It can find its own way home. Let's take these barrels. Right. Well, anyway, I think it's time for me to go to bed. It's getting late and my back is absolutely killing me.
Alrighty.
But thank you for playing, Wolves. Greatly appreciate it.
Not a problem. It was great.
And I'll see you later. Right, for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm a variety streamer. I play a different game every day of the week. Tuesdays is Factorio, so if you have enjoyed Factorio this evening, I'll be back next Tuesday with more Factorio. I start 8 PM British summertime. I will be back tomorrow, however, with more, I don't know, I forgot. What is Wednesday's game? What is Wednesday's game? Wednesday. Stardew Valley. How can I forget about Stardew Valley, man? It's a fun little game. Yeah, so Stardew Valley tomorrow, starting 8 PM British summertime, and as I said, there'll be more Factorio next Tuesday if that is your cup of tea. But it is time for me to head off to bed now, guys. Thank you very much for your company this evening. I have enjoyed a lot. I hope you guys have too. Tonight you heard Caffeinated Wolves, and earlier on was Ramses as well. We do play on the Herd server. If you've got the rank of Moose Bull or higher and you own the game, you're more than welcome to join us at any time. But as I say, I need to go to bed. My back is absolutely killing me and I'm tired. So I will say goodnight. If I don't see you beforehand, guys, however, do enjoy what is left of the week. Good night, everybody. Take care. See you soon.